Good morning, everyone. Now, the weekend was beautiful here in Seoul, and I hope you guys were outside and got some vitamin D in your system. I know I did. If you saw some pictures online, I was actually hosting the 2014 Reebok Spartan race outdoors, and I think I got a little bit too much sun because I had one of those fake tattoos on my arm. And then actually when I got home to take a shower, I realized now I have the word Sentinel pretty much embedded into my arm. That's pretty bad. I gotta walk around becoming a human PR system for our box. But either way, I had a great time. The beautiful weather like today kind of makes you feel positive and energetic, but I guess not everybody feels the same way. And some people might still complain about the fact that it's too bright outside or, oh my God, it's too hot and humid. I'm not saying that you have to be always positive all the time, but you need to let yourself think about positivity at least once in a while. So we have tons of groovy and funky music to put you in the great mood, in that positive mood. And even if we can't turn you around, you're just twisted. I'm just saying that. And if you are, we have the perfect song for you right now. This is Usher featuring Pharrell with Twisted. Oh yeah, that was Usher featuring Pharrell with Twisted. And right now you guys are tuning into What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? Pretty simple. All you have to do is send a text to #1013, but each text will cost you 51. Hit us up on Kakao Talk, but to do that, you have to add us, that's TBS EFM, as a plus friend, of course. And if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter and tweet us away. Let us know how we're doing. And of course, later on today's pick, let us know. Answer the question. If we tell you what today's pick is, tweet us on how you feel about today's pick. Also, we're live today, so give us a call at 02-778-1013. And if you just want to send us a long email and let us know how we're doing and how you're doing in your life, send the email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. And also, if you want to check out our playlist, to do that, come check out our website, tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. But for now, we have a few words from our sponsors, which are Olay, Donga Pharmaceutical, and Samsung Fire and Marine Insurance. Welcome back, and it's time for today's pick. And yes, it is getting hotter and hotter and hotter outside. When the weather is warm and humid, we tend to spend most of our time outdoors. And since it's usually much cooler outside in certain places in the world, of course, but now it's the season where we have to watch out for one important thing. A lot of people freak out about this, and they're mosquitoes, especially in South Korea. The mosquitoes here are almost human-sized. They're huge. And some people get mosquito bites more than others do. Now, some Korean people believe that it has to do with your blood type or how much you sweat. And some people claim that people with soft skin get mosquito bites more often than others. Now, apparently, some of these theories are actually true, surprisingly. The mosquitoes landed on people with type O blood nearly twice as often as those with type A. And people with type B, they kind of fell somewhere in the middle, of course, of the itchy spectrum. However, the major reason for getting more mosquito bites has to do with how much carbon dioxide you emitted. It's because one of the key ways for mosquitoes to locate your target is by smelling the carbon dioxide. Now, mosquitoes can detect it about 164 feet away. That is impressive. And as a result, if you exhale more carbon dioxide, the more chance you get mosquito bites. There you go. And this is one of the reasons why children get bit less than adults do more often. And the reason that pregnant women attract more mosquitoes as well. Also, did you know that mosquitoes also use their vision along with scent to locate people? So, of course, wearing clothes that stand out. You want to try to keep your clothes kind of blending in with nature. I'm not trying to try to say you have to be all like camouflaged or whatever, but if you wear colors that stand out, that can make you an easier target for mosquitoes. Plus, simple 12-ounce bottle of beer can make you more attracted to insects, of course. So if you're in the area with a lot of mosquitoes and they're having like an outdoors barbecue party and you're complaining the whole time they're getting bit by mosquitoes, that explains why. It's the beer. Try to cut out the beer. So if you're worried about going outside during the summer nights, keep these factors in mind and hope you can avoid getting tons of mosquito bites, because nobody wants all those red little bumps all over your body, because sometimes it looks kind of creepy if you have too many. And try to enjoy the cool, breezy evenings instead of getting bitten up, or maybe get one of those repellent candles. I know they do sell those all over the world nowadays, and that will help you. And we have the perfect song to celebrate mosquito-free hot summer nights, of course. And the song is by Cray Cray Girl, but I love her, Lady Gaga, Marry the Night. Marry the Night by Lady Gaga. Now, we just talked about getting mosquito bites, and if you have any tips on how to avoid getting bit and eaten up by mosquitoes, please let us know on Twitter, tweet, text, email, or by calling us at 02-778-1013. Share your tips, because sometimes we need that. Nobody else, I can't give you tips on how to avoid mosquito bites because I get bitten up all the time. But luckily, I always get bit between like my, the behind the knee area, so you can't really see it. But a lot of people get bitten in areas where, you know, right between your nail, your fingernail, that little crack in the fingernail and your finger part, that's the most annoying place to get bitten because you can't really scratch it. Or the bottom of your foot. Oh my gosh, that's annoying because if you have shoes on, you can't scratch it either. Either way, let us know. Share your tips with us. And like we said, we just listened to a song by Miss Lady Gaga. Now, the next artist we're moving on to also is as unique as Lady Gaga. We're talking about Paloma Faith. Now, Paloma Faith is an English singer-songwriter also and an actress. Now, there's another hidden vocalist in the next song that we're going to play, and he also wrote this song with Paloma. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little pop quiz. Now, who was the artist that sang in the background? Of course, you guys have to figure out once the song goes out. Tweet us, let us know, call us. We just love to hear from our listeners. I'm going to give you guys a simple hint. I'm not going to give you the multiple choice. It's actually written here as a multiple choice. It's too easy. I saw the answers. Way too easy. But the hint is we actually had this guy's vocals playing on one of his vocals. One of the guys were in the song that we played at the very beginning of our show. There you go. That's the only hint we're going to give you today. So the next song, get ready for it. Try to figure out the answer. It's Paloma Faith. Just can't rely on you. Yeah, whatever she just said. Anyways, that was Paloma Faith with Just Can't Rely on You. And just before the song went out, I said I was going to give you a pop quiz. I know it was a pretty simple pop quiz because if you didn't get the answer, it's so obvious. I mean, this dude does this in everybody's song that he features in. Yeah, he does all that background stuff. Actually, there's another artist or producer who does that, Timbaland. But Timbaland wasn't on that track. So let's see if our listeners figured it out. Let's look over Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. So far, all we're getting are requests. But the question was, who featured on Paloma Faith's song? Nobody got it. Nobody got it. Well, either way, I'm going to tell you the answer anyways. The answer to our pop quiz today was Pharrell Williams. Obviously, you can't tell just by hearing the song. The producer was Pharrell Williams. Alrighty, moving on. Either you guys are just slow today on Twitter or you guys are messaging us on something else, but nobody got the answer. You guys are talking about repellents of still. Of course, that was today's topic for today's pick. But, yes, I did give a pop quiz, and the answer is Pharrell Williams. Now, moving on, the next artist we have today is also a very talented artist called Yeah Boy. And Yeah Boy, they're a new group. Nobody really knows them that well. Don't get confused with the phrase that Flavor Flav used to say. But Yeah Boy is a new group. We're going to play that track for you guys right now. And it's going to be the last song for the first half of our show. So if you're dying for something, if you're craving for something, today's Monday. We got some funky music for you guys. Tweet in your request ASAP. With that said, the last song for the first half of our show, we got Yeah Boy with Can't Get Enough. Welcome back to the second half. What's poppin'? Are you boys and girls ready for today's segment? We got Jump Up and Get Down for the second half, getting ready for you guys right now. You guys knows what that means. We got some funky music because everybody needs a little funk in your life on Mondays, of course, because Mondays are one of those days where you just want to be in bed a little bit longer, or you don't want to be at work, or you're looking at your boss and you're thinking, man, I just want to hit my boss. But don't do that. That's what we're here for. We're trying to get all the stress out of your system with some funky music. But before we get into that, we have a few words from our sponsors, which are Korean Air, LGU Plus, LGG3, and Coca-Cola. Are y'all ready to jump up and get down in the second half of our show? It is Monday, so we got some funky music set up for you guys right now. And the first song that we're going to get into is from an album called Funkopolis. Yes, and it's by a group called Gravity Zone. Now, the only thing that we know anything about Gravity Zone is there was a funk band called Gravity Zone once upon a time, and they only released one album back in 1997. And the record label that produced the album was called Rekastau. Yes, that's exactly what was written here on the paper, and that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, apparently. Rekastau. And since their website domain is from Sweden, the only thing we can guess is maybe they're from the European side. Now, the name of the record label, Rekastau, actually means a record store. Now, this name is inspired by a movie, Under the Cherry Moon. And, of course, Prince asked in this film, if you want to buy a record, where do you go? A Rekastau. There's the answer. Unfortunately, their website is down and there's no more information on this record label either. So if you guys know anything about this group, maybe one of our listeners are a huge Gravity Zone fan and they're like, oh my gosh, I know Gravity Zone. I can't believe you don't know them. You need to educate yourself, Brian. Well, let us know. That's what I'm here for. I like to learn new things. Now we're going to listen to a mysterious funk band that nobody really knows about. I didn't even know about till today. Gravity Zone, and the song is called What a Rush.
We don't stop. This is a one-way ticket to the space.
And now, folks, don't forget to pick up your luggage.
Man, what the heck was that? That was Gravity Zone with What a Rush. Yes, that was the mysterious funk band, Gravity Zone. Now, funk music always seems to have a similar sound, not the same all the time, but however, they always know how to, the groups of course, how do you make their own unique funkified sound with each song. Now I hope you guys are dancing, or at least, shaking your shoulders a little bit, doing a Harlem shake, the shake and bake, twerk it while you work it, shaking it like a salt shaker at your workplaces. If you're not, too bad, because I'm having a great time up in here in my studio. Of course, as you know, my voice is a little bit gone, so I got to try to pick myself up. Anyways, we got more positive energy coming your way, some good funky music coming up, and there are a few artists that come to mind when you hear the word funk. Now, this next artist, if you don't know who this person is, you need to add him to your playlist. We're talking about Rick James. I don't want to say the end part because a lot of people know what he says all the time. I'm Rick James. And, of course, that part we can't say on air. Anyways, you need to add him on your favorite list of funk artists. Now, Rick James is best known for his songs Super Freak. I'm speaking Korean. I've been in Korea too long. Super Freak, Mary Jane, and You and I. Now, James' first band was called the Minor Birds, which included future Buffalo Springfield members Neil Young and Bruce Palmer. Though the group recorded in Motown and never released their album. So, he then moved to Los Angeles, and for several years, of course, he played bass in Los Angeles, California, for several short-lived bands, including Salt and Pepper, Cocaine, Great White Cane, and his career peaked when he left Los Angeles to go back to the record label, and he was then referred to as the king of funk music. Yes, so we're going to play a song for you guys right now. Of course, it's a Rick James track, and guess who's on this track with Rick James? None other than the Temptations. Oh my goodness. Two great groups and solo artists, of course. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is called Standing on Top.
Baby, you're shining.
Alrighty, y'all, want to keep the fun going on for y'all. This is Earth, Wind, and Fire featuring Shaka Khan with Shining Star. That was Earth, Wind, and Fire featuring Shaka Khan with Shining Star. Now, this song makes me want to, look at the stars in the evening sky. I'm pretty sure a lot of people right now on the other side of the planet are enjoying their evening, their Sunday evening. And, it makes me feel calm and also tells us how we're obsessed with the little things, of course, when you listen to songs like this. And life and the world that we live in is much bigger than our everyday lives. Now, we're going to read some Twitter comments. Hopefully, we have some interesting comments. Because lately, all we've been getting are retweets. Come on, y'all. We need something. Okay, we have somebody from on Twitter. BFF Jaywalker FTTS Addict helped us out on today's topic, on today's pick. Tea tree oil, diluted in water or applied directly to your skin. Mosquitoes won't bother you. Oh, there you go, y'all. All you guys complaining about being the one, of course, are mosquitoes only eat me. Well, try the tea tree oil trick. Dilute it in water. and then directly just rub it on your skin a little bit, especially on the areas where you feel like mosquitoes are attacking you more. And maybe this will work. And if it does work, y'all better, applaud BFF Jaywalker FTTS Addict. Thank you so much for that. Also, Abby C, new name on our Twitter. Good morning, B. I feel so dreadful. And in the midst, quitting my job. Please play Ariana Grande Problems. We're sorry. Today's Funk Monday. We only play funky music, so unfortunately we can't play your request, but I'm hopeful that your day will get brighter soon, and I'll be praying for you that you feel better. I hate it when I hear my listeners in a bad mood or they're feeling a little down and out. Cheer up. Life is actually way easier than we know it. Some people want to be on the negative side, but I would say the positive side. Think of it in a positive way. We're given this gift of life. Enjoy it. Live it. And share it with all your friends and family and people around you. Share the positive energy. Alrighty, one last tweet. Maliana wrote, to stop the mosquitoes from breeding, make sure your flower pots don't have water in the bottom. Oh, I did not know that. I just knew that if you keep your water pots moist, mosquitoes tend to try to surround that area, but it's the bottom of the water pots. All right, well, thank you for that information. Thank you all for tweeting us all that information. Now we're going to move on to our next artist, which is going to be the last artist for this segment, and it's Malo. Yes, it's spelled M-A-A-L-O, but the name is pronounced Malo, not Ma'alo. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like some Hawaiian word. And the Funk Fellows are an international band from Europe, and the song we're going to play is from the 2012 album Funk Fellows. And they're quite famous for having amazing live performances, and they always get the crowd going cray-cray. So no further ado, this is Malo, Funk Fellows. Yes, that was Funk Fellows by Malo. But guess what, y'all? It's that sad part of our show. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. Thank you for tuning in What's Poppin' again today. It's the ghetto side of TBS efm, of course, a lot of people say. But guess what? That's who I am. I keep it real, y'all. But don't be too sad, because I'll be back again tomorrow at 9:05 with Joe Park, of course. We're going to be talking about sampling music. And before we go, we have the last song for you guys set up, and it's a request by Abby C. She requested it. It's Ariana Grande featuring Iggy Azalea with Problem. And I'm going to say I'm signing off. And one last thing, happy Father's Day to all the dads all over the world. It is Father's Day in America. So happy Father's Day, and this is Brian Jew signing off. Peace.